I am hungry. Oh, I've got some Pop Tarts here. Got some chips. Not gonna do that in the middle of recording though.
I do not spend as much time here as some of the others, but I appreciate
Map
that I was still
updated.
given my own
I'd
room.
like to talk to you about something. When you have a curious feeling, knowing that you've seen something that no one else has. That you know something no one else does.
Oh, this quest gives you one of like the better free ships, I think, but
I want you to know I was very impressed with your work back on Neon.
I was able to buy the narwhal outright, so
I'm beginning to wonder if there's anything you can't handle. I'd like to test that theory. My Star Yard's been having a little trouble getting our next project off the ground. I need someone capable and decisive to step in and steer it in the right direction. Interested? Love the enthusiasm. I knew there was a reason I picked you to help with this project. It's a new ship. We want to diversify our fleet. Now, I don't know why the people I pay very handsomely to come up with new designs can't seem to get out of the R&D phase. And frankly, I don't care. I just want someone, you, to go there and show them how it's done. I did not. Part of the problem is that my designers seem to be having trouble agreeing on a plan. I should mention that you're not there to make design decisions. You're there to get the project back on track and help
a
guide
no
them.
combat
So,
dialogue heavy
ideally,
quest.
You're not added.
Some like persuasion checks and stuff.
Excellent. I'll send word ahead to the project lead, Jules Degante, that you're taking point. They'll all be instructed to listen to you and follow your direction. I expect big things from you, so I'm excited to see what you manage to deliver. I don't believe you'll let me down.
So that's 2 free ship quests I'm sitting on, and I just haven't bothered to do them.
Look at how far we've come. It's all becoming so overwhelming. The Starborn, the artifact visions, the music. Is it all worth it?
Mateo, are you having a crisis of faith? You?
What if the Starborn are right? What if our hunt for the artifacts is a fool's errand, doomed to failure and catastrophe?
You think we're doing the wrong thing? We just want answers. Isn't that why we all joined in the first place? The noble quest of discovery?
Agreed. We should not abandon our mission when things become difficult.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to shame either of you. Blame the workings of a worried mind. I just hope that this
Vladimir, I
journey
need to talk
doesn't
to
turn
you.
us into something that we wouldn't recognize from where we are now.
Hate to interrupt, but I have a favor to ask. Lot of equipment on the Eye has reached the span's end. If we're going to find more artifacts further out, we need work done. Got the nods and signs from Sarah and Walter for the materials, but I need hands.
Oh, here we go.
Middle of the biggest city in the settled systems, not passing the safety checks? Only met the Starborn out in space so far. Secrets within secrets. Wouldn't be the first time for Constellation. Fine. Camaraderie over reason. All right. Pack up the artifacts. Hopefully we'll catch a smile and keep the Starborn guessing.
If you are free soon.
Okay. I was wondering when that was gonna happen.
Never regretted coming out of retirement. Lucky I noticed a pattern in one of those artifacts you pulled out.
What did you need? I have been thinking about what we talked about before. The idea of purpose in one's life. You agreed with me that true purpose can be a driving force in life. I found that comforting, but something has been nagging at me since. I have been single-minded in my pursuits. I have always believed the decisions I made were necessary, that there was no other option. I have sacrificed much to be where I am now. And I'm starting to wonder if it has been worth it.
Is this where you tell me that you're Varun?
Thank you. I have always believed.
It's like treated as some kind of reveal, but like
is
now
true.
it's obvious.
I have told you that I am not one to discuss my past. And yet,
Haha. Oh, nice.
perhaps now is a good time to start then. I promised to provide for my family. That meant working with smugglers to procure supplies we could not acquire any other way. I have spent my adult life away from my home, jumping from one planet to the next, living in dangerous conditions, often surrounded by violence. It certainly influenced the way I see the universe. I was convinced from the beginning that it was unwise to let anyone get too close. I had, maybe not quite friends, but people I cared about. Yet there was always a distance I could not reach across. I often find other people complicated and confusing. It seemed easier to not become attached, especially when circumstances meant I might never see them again, with no warning.
I read so much faster than they speak, but I'm only letting them run the duration for the benefit of a recording. In my normal playthrough, I'm slamming click over and over. Like I know what they're saying.
Until now, I have disagreed strongly with that idea. But therein lies my concern. What I am trying to say is that I now wonder whether it has been the right decision to distance myself from others. I suppose this is true. Thank you for listening to me. These are not easy conversations for me.
You're cute. Foreknowledge. I think that's a new quest name because this thing is much earlier than.
Any adventure you can fly away from. Is that how the saying goes?
Hey, Captain.
I didn't realize I was that deep in the story about that they're about to get attacked already. Oh, hi.
Well, packing up the artifacts and keeping your friends out of my line of fire. I'm impressed. This is exactly the sort of move the emissary would never think of making.
Keep constellation on your list and we'll get along fine.
Oh, I mean, I can't promise that for every universe you visit. I'm only one version of myself after all. But I'll stay away from your friends this time. We both know where things end anyway. I took a little detour myself this time around. I hope you weren't planning to visit Captain Petrov and the Scow anytime soon. Because they're both in a million pieces.
Interesting. So that's
Except
different.
for the artifact, of course. Mine now.
I love that.
I like the Starborn you're becoming. By the way, you might want to tell your friend Mateo about the word unity, since I won't be around to casually drop the word like I usually do. And congratulations on saving all your friends, even if they never realize how close they were to being attacked by the Great Hunter.
Interesting. Okay, so that goes a little differently than normal. Interesting. Remove that. Can I not just... There it is. Man, that changes that whole, like, arc, because that's a whole thing. So we're not going to see Petrov on this
I
picture,
not
or
quite
maybe
enjoy New Atlantis, but this...
subsequent... Well, if I don't say anything and let the hunter attack, then maybe.
Well, if it isn't the newest addition to the family.
Sarah was just regaling us with a story involving her and Vladimir that is clearly 100% fabricated.
Are you calling me a liar, Cartray?
No, ma'am. Wouldn't dream of it.
At this point, we've all got stories that sound made up. Lucky that all of us here know they're true.
Some of our stories are a bit weirder than others, you gotta admit.
Okay, sure, but it's not a contest, Barrett. None of us thought we'd end up here like this. I was sure I'd have a nice, quiet, boring career in Mast.
I kind of figured I'd just keep securing religious relics.
Sorry, I couldn't quite hear that. Did you say securing or stealing?
You're never gonna let it go, are you?
You should know by now that is not how Walter operates. He never lets anything go. It's gotten him this far.
Now, Andreja, I'm sure your answer would be something about the life of a smuggler. Am I right?
It was perhaps not my plan, but my options were limited.
Hey, no judgment here. In addition to weird stories, I think we've all done a few things we're not proud of.
And that is one contest Barrett would definitely win.
What about you? I know you were kind of thrown into all this.
Discovered an artifact and tussled with pirates all on her first day. No big deal, right? I bet it does.
I don't know. Mining might have been a much safer career choice in the long run.
Beats most jobs, if you ask me. Certainly weirder than most.
I was going to say that miners don't get to uncover the secrets of the universe, but you kind of did, didn't you?
And thanks to your time at Argos, you've got marketable skills to fall back on once we're done discovering the secrets of the universe.
We have an incredibly capable group of people here. We have a path to follow, and we're going to see where it leads. We're going to figure out what this all means, and look after each other along the way. No matter what happens, we're all in this together.
I'll drink to that.
Oh.
Ask if you've got questions. Speak up if you have ideas. We're all here for the same reason. Unity. Huh. That's an important concept in Keeper Aquilas' speeches. You think it's connected? You're right. Nothing to lose but time. I'll meet you there.
Alright, that cuts pretty close to the end game, actually. Sort of. It's like that starts like Act 3. So we are going to I think we're gonna go do Ryujin stuff. And I'm gonna have to dismiss her because she doesn't like it when I do stuff like
This
that.
is too big to be stuck in the same place.
You will be lost without me, but...
You're very pretty and cute, but I need you to not yell at me when I steal shit. And she doesn't mind you stealing stuff. It's just some of the more unscrupulous, like, moral choices that I'm probably gonna make. Like, she dislikes a couple things that you do in there, and I need her to not do that. Now, I had a whole rant. It was like a 3,000 word like short essay. Well, it was not very short, about Ryujin stealth design. I have problems with it, and I might get into it in text edits or in voice, depending on what time it is that I'm recording. You know what? Hold on. I think.
Yeah, what?
the Skyrim
Always
Thieves
happy
Guild
to take-
had its issues. Oh, damn it, he has no money. Have I been here that recently?
If you,
Alright, whatever.
anything else?
It certainly has its issues, but I can't think about it
Need a weapon?
straight.
Maybe some help yourself.
It does a few things better. It characterizes the quest givers a little better. For example, let's go value. Oh, well, whatever. I never use it anyway. And what I mean by that, we're about to meet like a board of directors type thing, but none of them actually like really give you any quests. So they all have like their quirks, their personalities, but you only talk to them like twice during the entire quest line.
Always keep
While
plenty of ammo and
the
stuff.
Dark Brotherhood and the Thieves Guild, you're invited to like talk to your other guild members, especially the Dark Brotherhood, where it's like they won't hand you the answers, but they'll give you like hints and like, hey, maybe you should position yourself on the roof, or hey, like this stonework is kind of old. You could use that to make it fall on your guy if you can find out where to go. You know, like cute little hints like that. That's not present here in Ryujin, and I feel like that's
Hey
a
there.
shame.
Welcome to... No problem.
Notice I'm going to all the ones that are outside. I'm not going to keep entering buildings. There's one. And that's it. I'm down to 58 pounds, which is pretty acceptable. There is something that's weighing me down, and I don't know what. Nope. I should be in the 40s. That's alright, that's 5 pounds right there. There's 5 pounds. You can have all this food. See that I'm down to 50 pounds again. Okay. Acceptable.
Thanks for
But
stopping
one thing
by
it
our
does
shop.
right is I really like Ryujin's vibe. It's got this Arasaka Corporation thing going. Like even looking at the lobby, like this has got Arasaka written all over it.
Ryujin Industries is looking for the
Actually, let's see if like
I'm always stopping.
any Mark IVs. Nope. I wonder if it stops at 3. I mean, 15% is pretty beefy. And does it have the clothing I like? No, it doesn't. No. No. Yeah, I don't like any of these. There's a certain one that's like looks awesome, but I'm gonna have to shop around for it. That's why I've been running around in just my full armor. Now, like, I didn't beat the UC Vanguard fully. I only did like the first 3 quests of it, so I had a couple Starborn options. This one I've actually beaten, and the penultimate episode, the second to last mission sucks.
You must be one of the candidates that Imogene Salzo is interviewing today.
Imogene!
Her office is down the hallway to my left. Take another left at the conference room, follow it around to the right and up a small flight of stairs. Then take a left and keep heading that way until you see her office. Sounds like a maze, right? So if you want me to walk you back there or have any questions, just let me know. Great. Well, good luck.
Yeah, that's just a little optional thing. So I said before that there's things I didn't have when I first did it. I didn't have Void Form. It's in my favorites. I didn't have this. Okay, I got Supernova 2. That's not going to be relevant here. Solar Flare 2. Gravity Well 2. Oh yeah, they give you that one. Okay, Personal Atmosphere 2. That one doesn't look cheaper. I wonder if it just lasts longer. Oh, that one, which I don't ever use. And I didn't have the specific concealment perk that lets me go full speed while sneaking around. So those two tools in my bag now might make this a little better, but frankly, I don't
I'd rather
think
do this right. I don't want
you should be that equipped to just
keep
do
out of my
some
way,
quest
and I'll
line.
keep out of yours.
Oh, I can't. Okay, I can't use those yet. I'm also gonna go a little different direction in this one. I'm gonna side with one character over another one. Alright, a little bit of a splice there.
Great. A full spacesuit. Corporate environments aren't that toxic.
Okay,
Have a seat.
I haven't heard that before.
All right, just to get a few things straight here. I'm Imogen Salzo, Senior Operations
her outfit.
Specialist here at Ryujin Industries. I don't normally do this, but my counterpart, Yuko, is indisposed at the moment, so here I am. We're looking for someone to fill an entry-level administrative position. Apparently, our algorithm has failed us and believes you to be a decent match, which I'll take up with our technicians later. So, let's get this over with. Why do you want to work for Ryujin Industries?
I already chose that one in the last game. I forget what she said, but I do think my character is really into the neuroamp thing.
It's good to see you're familiar with and appreciate our work here. Why do you consider yourself qualified for a job like this?
I didn't take this. I think I took this option in the first one, but I want to take this one. There's literally zero doubt in my mind that I can do this
A
job.
bold answer, and hopefully one with truth behind it.
Girl, if you knew.
How motivated are you to succeed?
Above and beyond.
All in, huh? At least that's an attitude we can work with here. And finally, my last question. If you worked here for 5 years, what role would you see yourself in?
I want to choose this one, but I like the research and development. Oh, that's a good answer too. This one's most accurate to like the character that I'm role playing. So we'll do this one.
In that case, you'd find yourself on one of the best teams in the settled systems. It's nice to see someone take an interest in the legal side of cybersecurity. But I hope you enjoy a challenge. The hackers these days keep our people busy round the clock. So look, since there's a million other things I'd rather be doing than this, not to mention that this isn't even my job, you're hired. On a probationary period, of course. Especially considering this criminal record.
Oh,
of
they
yours.
actually respond to that.
First order. There's a meeting starting soon, and I need you to pick up the coffee order at Terra Brew. Fairly easy, so you shouldn't be able to screw it up.
I was wondering
there's
if
a
that was going to
line,
be
skip
addressed.
it. Tell them you're here for Imogen Salzo, and you should get served right away.
I mean, look at me. I scream criminal.
What is it?
I can imagine there's going to be certain aspects to this quest line where I might not talk very much. The first 5 or 6 missions are like, I mentioned this in my rant, it's like baby's first introduction to like stealth. You are under, that's the problem with them. You are under no threat. There's no way for you to be punished for being careless. Now, like this moment, like a guy's gonna interrupt me, and like my first run through it, I managed to persuade him. My second attempt, my persuasions failed, and I had to shoot him, and they didn't give a shit either way, really. Is he here yet? No, he spawns later.
Thanks for choosing Terra Brew. What can I get you?
Imogen!
Oh, the Ryujin order. You must be new. What happened to Tomo? Did he finally get that promotion?
I got fired is what happened.
There he is.
And this is the soulless suit they got to replace me.
Tomo, I'm sorry. I know how hard you were working for that promotion.
4 years behind a desk, getting coffee kissing up to that high and mighty Ularu Chen just to get replaced by this nobody?
That sounds about right.
So you already know her? I bet that's how you got hired in the first place, through your damn connections! And now that I've been terminated, it's only a matter of time before they send you after me. So I'm taking matters into my own hands. Believe me, it's either you or me.
Let's try to talk
You want to talk? I'll tell you what. You get one chance to prove you deserve this job. Change my mind, and I'll walk away. Fail, and I think you know where this is headed. No, I have to do this. You don't understand.
We got it.
You can't be that good. Not yet. Look, at some point, Ularu really will send you after me. Just promise me you'll remember this. That when I came after you, I gave you the chance to talk me down.
You pulled a gun on me.
Let's just say, Ryujin doesn't like loose ends.
Well, you pulled a gun on me.
Chen fired me, and now she's gonna see me as a liability.
You pulled a gun on someone.
And that's why it's just a matter of time before our paths cross again. Okay, and when they do, I'm just hoping you'll listen to me, like I listened to you.
After you pulled a gun on me?
You're either one of the few good people in Neon, or you already know a thing or two about leverage. Just don't make me regret this.
Oh, you will regret pulling a gun on me. At least in the way I played it, I never ran into him again, but I'm gonna play things a little differently this time.
Calling security here. Take it from me, Ryujin will handle any drama that may come from this. You'll want to be sure to report it to them. Yes, of course. Here it is. Oh, and please let Mr. Cho know that we did have the recommended maintenance done. I triple-checked the grind myself, and a mistake like that will never happen again.
Alright. Someone's a little picky on their order. At a certain point in between a splice or
I mean, my life isn't perfect.
in between stuff, I want to get like a thumbnail here because I think my character looks so good. But I need to find her proper suit. Like I want to do the thing I did in Cyberpunk, like be like around the edge with her gun out, like she's like stalking somebody or something like that. I want to like. This is a cool looking place. It's like I've already titled that one episode. I forgot what I called it. It's like we have Night City at home, I think. It looks good. It's just like when you're approaching it, when you first land there, and you don't have the city center explored yet to fast travel to it. What's with all the multicolored lights? There should only be like a couple different colors, but it's like it looks like a Christmas tree, but like people don't know it. It's like somebody who made a Christmas tree that only had the vague idea of what a Christmas tree is supposed to look like. It has like every color on there. Like
I hope that coffee is still hot considering the time it took you to get it.
Well, somebody pulled a gun on me.
You either need to learn this city or how to deal with distractions. So, what was the holdup? Good answer. And the one I was hoping for, since we learned of the incident before your return. Your handling of the Tomo situation has caught some attention, and we'd like to try you out in a different role at the company. And since Yuko isn't here to object, your new position starts right now. So, congratulations, you've been promoted. Not bad for your first day, right?
Yuko is like a non-character. You run into her like once.
Let me explain. I'm promoting you to junior operative. The position is a bit more complicated and completely confidential. Your main duty is to add influence when necessary to ensure success of the business. Any questions so far?
No.
Really? Well, this transition may be easier than I thought. Now, let's get that coffee delivered. I'll gladly take mine. And since Yuko's still a no-show, feel free to keep hers. The other recipients are eagerly waiting for you in the conference room.
All right, I'm gonna keep it vague, but I'm gonna do so after this splice. So like, you meet all these characters, right? And after that one really late faction line bullshit quest, there's actually one really good one where you have to like talk to and lobby and persuade each of them to make a couple different decisions, and it's a really great like finale quest for this. But like you meet them once and you pretty much don't interact with them again until that last quest, and that's a failing of how this quest line here is designed. There should have been more interpersonal stuff, like the Thieves Guild or Dark Brotherhood. Like this guy should have been the one to like do the shield jobs, or this guy should be the one to like hell give out assassination contracts, or I think she's like the more moral one. I think she's got the legal department. We'll meet each of them in a second, but it's like maybe don't even use all of them. Like 2 or 3 of them to give out like very specific questions. You could have like 3 at a time and just go out into the world, into the literal universe, and do kind of like the bounty missions, which do come up. Once you get to the end of the quest line, you do get those some bounty board missions related to the things that you do here, but still.
Ah, coffee. You'd think we'd want to support our own subsidiary and get tranquility more often, but Terra Brew it is.
Maybe should we acquire it?
Terra Brew would be a substantial purchase, but we fully intend to develop the Tranquility brand. Current projections are set to surpass Terra Brew within the next 5 years. Tea talk aside, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lyndon Calderi, Chief Financial Officer. I'll be the one deducting expenses from your pay every time you manage to screw up.
So he's a
which
financial
hopefully
officer.
Won't be often.
That he could be the pickpocketing quest giver. Easy. Well, there goes my paycheck.
We'll see. We've yet to have an operative with a perfect record. This introduction was not annoying. I hope our future encounters are as productive.
Like if he's the financial advisor, maybe not pickpocketing, he would be a good quest giver to like go hack people's computers. That'd be his thing.
Just what I needed. Imogene said she hired someone new. I'm Genevieve, head of marketing and public relations.
Okay, I don't have an idea of what she could give. Maybe she'd be the odd one out. Public relations. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I got it. She could be the one to give you, like, to go talk to some randomly generated NPC to do a persuasion check. And if you fail it, then you don't get paid for that job, or it fails out. Kind of the same way where you could botch Thieves Guild jobs. They'll chastise you, but you can pick up a new one. Alright, she would be the persuasion minigame person. There it is. That's
Likewise.
You can have that.
Anyway, it's good to put a face to the new operative. The only question now is how much work are you going to be? Oh boy, you're gonna be a real handful. Just know that one screw up for you means a lot of overtime and sleepless nights for me and my team. So, any precautions you can take will be greatly appreciated.
Alright. Let's get on this side so she doesn't bend as much.
Finally. Well, let's have a look at you.
I'm quite the specimen, I know.
Sounds like something my son would say. And no, I don't mean that as a compliment. I'm Alexis Price, head of the legal department here, and I'll be direct. Any legal troubles you cause as an operative, witnesses, getting arrested, are my troubles. So steer clear of law enforcement. We may have connections with Administrator Bayou and the Freestar Rangers, but they aren't the ones I prefer to abuse.
Maybe she would be the pickpocketing one. Legal department. I don't. Maybe she would be the odd one out. I can't think of anything. What connections do we have with the Freestar Rangers?
For one, our connections with Bayou automatically grant us a slight connection with the Rangers. He has some amount of influence with his seat on the Council of Governors. But our strongest connection is local, with Ranger Price.
I don't know if I'm gonna join the Rangers, because you gotta keep people alive in that quest line. More so than this one, even.
Hardly. Jalen knows how business is done in Neon. I don't need to lean on someone who's mastered their role, and I don't want to start. So like I said, stay away from law enforcement. I don't want to mess.
I'll do my best.
Let's hope your best is good enough.
Alright, so far we got, like, the computer hacking jobs and the persuasion jobs.
So, fetching coffee 1 minute and junior operative the next.
What would he be?
Gamden Cho, supply chain manager for Ryujin.
Supply chain?
We won't work
Straight up
together
thievery.
much, but as part of the same department.
Just straight up
hopefully I'll
go
be seeing
steal
you
this
around.
object. He's the equivalent. Oh, Bedlam jobs even. Like, steal this many credits worth of stuff. It would be more here. It would be like, instead of like 500 gold, it should be like 3,000. Steal like 3,000 credits worth of goods. Which would be real easy if you could find weapons. But it could also count for pickpocketing as well. So he would be the straight up, like, just go steal this amount from this area, this planet, or whatever.
Ah, so she remembered. Not that I expect much out of Terra Brew Coffee, but hey, I suspected their grinder was on its last leg. Anyway, welcome to the team. Oh, and just a heads up, people in your position don't typically see the brighter side of Ryujin Industries. But rest assured, this is a great company, and the work we do goes toward benefiting millions.
What's the bright side to espionage?
I get your point, but if anything, take comfort in knowing that you're the one deciding the methods behind your assignments. Not only that, but corporate espionage is the norm. Ryujin just handles it better than most. Competitor operatives have done far worse to accomplish less. Please do. It's easy to get wrapped up in the bad if that's all you see. Of course, you'll be forming your own opinions as you go. Just keep an open mind. Oh, and thanks for the coffee.
Alright, so the general theme here is they're drilling home to the fact that you can't kill anyone on your job. Which leads me to another thing. I mentioned in my rant, and I am calling it a rant because that's what it is. It was like an essay on my Tumblr, and I've already gotten a few notes on it, so somebody did respond. A better comparison would be the first quest in the Thieves Guild sends you to that island with a bunch of mercenaries on it. Now, by themselves, they're very heavily leveled, although they're only wielding like basic leather armors and iron weapons, but they're very heavily leveled. They have like 5 times the amount of hit points their counterparts do in the open world. It's designed for you to sneak around them, because if you don't, it's designed in such a way where you can alert the area and have like 20 of them bearing down on you. You can deal with them if you're reasonably leveled. If you got some healthy armor, some decent weapons, some smithing skill, you can handle them. I always have. But it is designed for you to hit and run it. This questline should have done more of that. Like, if we have to, let us kill people. You can chastise us if you want. You can cut the pay. I don't know if this kicks you out of Ryujin outright. I don't know that for a fact. I'm gonna still try to like stealth through all of this, because that's just kind of how I play. I don't know if they kick you out outright, and if they do, that's great. That's a consequence for your actions. I'm totally down with that. Reload a last save, you filthy animal. You know, that if they actually give you those consequences, that's great. But also, just let me shoot people at the same time, like. And that's how that Thieves Guild questline was designed. You're mostly going against mercenaries. I don't know how the Skyrim one was, but if you go to pickpocket somebody and kill them, I don't know if they mention it, but I know that
as technicians we handle prep and post-op work.
Yeah, you keep
beginnings
doing that.
and ends.
In Oblivion, Oblivion did this better. If you had a job to steal something from somebody's house, that house was marked and if you killed anybody in that location, you would be kicked out of the guild. This could have done something a little bit like that as well. I don't know.
I hope you enjoyed your little meet and greet. I thought you'd like to know the execs who you'll be impacting while on the job.
Sure. Yeah, the basic theme is don't get caught.
That doesn't surprise me. Now that you've met a few of the execs, let's get you started. We've reason to believe that our friends at Kelt Corp are trying to hack into our R&D server, since we're both competing for a contract right now. My words exactly. We can't allow them to win the contract, nor can we allow the action to go unpunished. I'll be giving you a data slate with a file that you'll need to upload through one of their computers. Remember, this is confidential. We can't have anyone at Keltcorp getting suspicious. When all is said and done, it should be as if you were never there. Here's the data slate. Good luck.
Alrighty. I'm gonna be sprinting through this because it's the first 5 missions are like just so easy. They're introducing you to what will eventually become their Radiant quest, I believe. So it's gonna be like that. Oh, I introduced a new armor set. I don't know if it's in the leveled list or if I have to craft it.
Hamza kept pestering me about his damn missing slate. Like security's got time to track something like that.
We'll be here when you're ready. Our certified technicians will quickly.
Ever run into spacers? Scumbags.
Didn't even run out of oxygen. So, like, you could talk to her. She offers, like, a minor quest to, like, talk to somebody, but it's a nice looking...
Is there a type of weapon combat tech won't make?
It's a very nicely designed area. Like, this looks like a real office, but... That's it. Just sneak, make sure you're hidden, and you're good. I think time stops when you're in this menu. I don't know that for a fact. Easy one. Upload. I don't think you get any like real story. Shipping orders, mining. No, that's it. Just flavor. They're doing stuff in the mining space.
I'm glad I ended up at Keltcorp.
Okay, let's try this again. I had a CTD 15 seconds into the recording. All I said was, oh, I had some dinner. So there was going to be a splice or a cut there. Okay, I made it to the door this time.
Cause any trouble?
That was wild. That's the quickest I've ever seen one happen. The previous record was like 20 minutes. I was like, oh, that was quick. I haven't gotten around to getting that screenshot yet.
Back off.
I do like just traveling through the street, like the way the light bounces off that water. Oh, lovely. I need to get a weather mod, and there's one out right now. I'm just not sure if it suits my desire. Like, it could still like rain here. What I would like to see, instead of like weather or rain, there could be fog. There could be like a heat imbalance between the outside and in here, or like more dripping. Like, you see the splashes a little bit, but you don't see where it comes from. I would like to see more stuff happening in Neon. I think the current weather mod that's available really just tweaks the settings that's already in the game. It doesn't add anything.
This report isn't bad, but you're going to need more supporting evidence. Imogene's a stickler for details.
Alright, so we're one easy job
Well,
down.
look who survived their first assignment. How'd it go? Anything to report?
I know what you mean, but that's your missing piece
Yeah.
right there.
Not a single setback. I knew you were going to be perfect for this job. If you recall, setbacks mean a lot of things for a lot of people. Payoffs, cover stories, cleanup crews. You get my drift. The cleaner your work, the more intact your payments stay. I'm sure you understand. Exactly. In the meantime, I'll make sure that Slate is properly disposed of. So, now that we know you're capable of handling some light cyber mischief, let's try your hand at a little framing. One of our subsidiaries, Arboron, is currently competing for a contract against Laredo. Now, the buyer likes to keep their associations clean, and will be sending a representative to Laredo in Aquila City for an evaluation. We just need you to visit their office first and accidentally leave behind some incriminating evidence against their company. Good. This one should be easy to pull off. Laredo has their own building, unlike KeltCorp, so at least there's only a single layer of security to deal with. Here's the slate we need you to plant. It holds confidential files that'll cast the perfect negative light on our friends at Laredo. Now, get going.
So, I haven't really experimented with it, but in Oblivion, there was a mechanic in place where if you try to, like, get out of a shopkeeper's line of sight, they'll actually start walking towards you to kind of, like, their way of keeping their eye on you, so it would be harder to sneak and steal everything. That went away kind of in Skyrim. They do kind of do it, but I think the way the houses are designed... Yeah, no, they do follow you around. Okay. Took me a second to remember, because it's been a year or two since I've played. So they do kind of track you. I don't think that's a thing here, and it should be. No, I don't really have anything to sell, do I? No, keeping that. Yep, keeping all that. I think my merchant life came to an end there. What am I at? Am I like, yeah, almost 700 grand. Good lord. There's nothing to buy but ships. I should play around in the shipbuilder.
I heard Mr. Wright.
That's a nice little outpost thing. Is there anything in here? Nope, not really. Just flavor. Another, well, you know what? It makes sense.
Enough to do around here.
I was just about to say, like, the places stay open 24/7, but different planets have a different cycle. So, okay, so there's that guy there. But I'm badass, so.
Let them. A few beer bottles and graffiti is the least we owe them.
Yeah.
It's gotta be there. Confidential files. That's basically the shill job from Skyrim. But like he'll say, I don't think customers are supposed to be up here.
You lost?
Yeah, that's it. That's all they say. Just, you lost. And is this a
Just
shop?
do your business.
Okay, this is a gun shop, I think. Yeah, it is. Okay. I think I've gone there to buy ammo before. So the general flow of this quest line is it's a bunch of like these baby missions where it'll have like one patroller in your way, then it will give us a really good mission, and then a couple more missions where we just kind of talk to people, and then it gives us a really very bad mission. Finalized with a very good end mission, and it's like, that's all you get? You give us one good mission, one good stealth mission, that's it? That's all you have to offer us? Because that's what these first few are. You crouch and you touch a box, and that's all you do. Like, I wish there was more to do in here. More people to talk to, more quests to pick up.
Just waiting. Imogene told me she hired another operative. Welcome to the team. Some other time then.
Yeah, there's not. She doesn't have anything to offer.
Hey, it's the newbie.
That's me.
Keep out of my... I'm working. Now isn't a good time.
Okay, inaccessible. That's to the boss's office, I think.
I was hoping you'd show up soon. Is it done?
Sure is.
Excellent. I'll let Ularo know that we can start moving forward with our negotiations. Now, I think it's time to examine a different set of skills. Nice to see I haven't worn you out yet.
I've done two
Your
things.
next assignment is to find the security chief and use some creative thinking to obtain their security keycard. And when I say creative, I don't mean with a weapon. Either look the part and be persuasive, or be quick with your hands. Good luck. I'm sure you'll be able to get that keycard without incident. Just remember, if anything does happen, it's up to you to bail yourself out.
Wear a suit or security guard uniform. I'm actually interested to see if I can find one. Because there's a persuasion check.
United Colony space.
I don't think I have anything.
Maintain course and prepare to be scanned. And we're done.
Oh, I don't think I've been here. I've been here the once before doing this quest. Land on 100 planets. Ooh. And that was gilded. That means like 95+% of Steam Starfield players have not landed on 100 planets. Or less. Yeah, I don't think many quests bring you here.
Hello, Captain.
Okay, so before when I did this, I just talked to her and I got just a persuasion check, but I'm wondering if I can actually find a security. Like, let me find like the guard barracks or something and kind of have fun with this. Let's actually make this a job.
Man, could I use a vacation?
I could use your outfit. Because when you get arrested at places, they do bring you somewhere. So I need to find the brig.
All these fancy new businesses going up, and we still can't get them to open up the shops.
No, that's obviously not here, but I'm just looking around, 'cause I've only been here once. Like, I did the mission and I left. But that is the truth of the game. I didn't know that I had to put the contraband, like, in my ship in order for it to be affected by avoiding the scans. I had it on my person, which they detected immediately. So I got caught, I let them take all my stolen stuff, and I was sent to, like, the offices outside New Atlantis. So when you get caught, I know that they bring you somewhere. So this place might have something like that. I just need to look around. Like this, for example. This looks promising. Oh, unless it's just a factory. Okay, I think it's just an office. Okay. There's no label. That's just a label for the paneling. Like, one thought that I don't want to do is I could, like, kill them and grab it, but I don't want to do that. That's the cheap way to do it. I got it in there. There's the Terra Brew again.
I've got applications in Arcmite and Reliant. And I know most of the other applicants, so
Law offices. I don't. I could look. I don't think they would have a security uniform just around.
Sorry, I'm not taking any new clients at the moment.
Yeah, I bet she's got a quest. Or is part of one. It's got a very, like... That's got a questy feel, that area. I've played a lot of I've played all the Bethesda games, except their old Terminator one. And Arena, I didn't play
The
Arena.
garden's not an easy place to live. Nice to finally get...
I know you security guards go somewhere.
Have you ever met a
I
pirate?
could just go for the...
Were you scared?
The,
I wouldn't be.
persuasion check, but... Oh, I'm back here. Watch it be, like, somewhere in the front area.
Gagarin was a one industry.
There's nothing here. Oh, wait, there is something up here. No, this is just scaffolding. There's nothing up here.
A hazmat squad came through here the other day. Said they're cleaning out any heat leeches.
That's medical. There she is. Oh, I'm dumb. Stolen items. Stolen artwork.
Tell me you're here to just report a good old-fashioned crime? If I have to deal with one more corporate exec begging for special treatment, I'll eat my badge.
What's this about some corporate execs?
Oh, you haven't heard? Gagarin's going to be the next new Atlantis. Or so we've
Now with how it looks right now.
Centauri Mills, Arcmite, Reliant Medical. They all bought up and renovated derelict buildings here in the city in the past couple years. We needed the jobs, to be sure. Gagarin got hit hard after the mech plants were all shuttered when the colony war ended. But I'm not sure I've ever met a more entitled group than these executives. Treat the city like an amusement park, and all of us as the amusements.
There's nothing amusing out there.
It's kept me and my people plenty busy, just not with actual policing. But I'm sorry. Did you actually need to report something? Guess I'm off the hook then. But look, I'm Security Chief Pretorius. If you do have anything to report, you can speak to me or one of my officers. We're always around. Just stay out of trouble.
Yeah, about that. Crouch. Quick save. Now this is stolen goods. There's not gonna be a there's not gonna be a uniform in here. Aw. There's that. That's the only way to put it. Okay. Oh, I can work with that. Oh. See, I think this box is just where your stuff goes. Yeah, I know. Contraband cash. Ooh. There we go. Don't mind if I do. And now before I take off, I should like actually go into my ship physically. Well, you know what? Nope.
You're under arrest. No sudden moves.
I don't accept that. Why is it not letting me? Oh, it detected that
I got my eye
save
on you.
scumming. Damn, game. You're outplaying me here. So this is their office. I don't have... Oh, I just can't press E on anything anymore. Cool.